Hi guys, and welcome to Excel tutorial of employee data management system. Okay, let me show you guys how this works. And right here, these are the details of Lucy. So I'm going to exit out or clear. Let's clear, and let's search for. I'm going to search by using one of the keys in here. Let's assume I'm looking for 56, 22, 61. There we go. Like I said, you can use any criteria while you're searching. So in here now, I'm going to clear, and let's come in here using, let's use any of the NI number, okay, or the cost of NI. Let's come in here, let's look for something else. Okay, let's use the gross pay. So let's assume is 599.00, 599 pounds. There we go. We are able to tell who was paid whose gross pay was 599. That's Lily. Okay. And one other thing that we can do is we can always add data. If you want to add, reset, add whatever you want to add. Let's say the name you add in is Kemi Wells, and address number 13 Town, and Kemi, that's female, and here phone number. There we go. And wages, now that's the waiting allowance, and we have wages there, and in here overtime and other payments. So all we then need to do is we just need to click on add. But before I do that, let me move this aside. Okay, right here, yeah, so we should be able to see the back end of this Excel. So if I click on add, we should be able to see Kemi's details. Now let's come right in here first. Let's check this. We should be able to see Kemi's details in here. There we go. And when we come in here now, you can see Kemi's details there once you click on the display. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this Kemi's details. Let's come in here and just delete. There. Agreed, Kemi's details is still showing here. So if I click on display now, there we go, we have Kemi's details back in there. So I use the display to upload everything. Okay, when you delete, you can also, if you want, and you delete any content here, you can decide to clear this as well. The choice is yours. That is how it works. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into Excel development environment, and we'll put one of these together. So let's exit out here. Yeah, exit out. And I'm going to be starting a new project entirely. Let's come in here and open up Excel. There we go. Come straight to the developer, and let's select Visual Basic there. Okay, minimize this. I've selected Visual Basic. Yeah, it's right here. Okay, that is it right here. That's my new sheet there. So that I can work on the system, I'm going to exit out of this completely. Let's see, where is it? There, exit out. Save, yeah, save whatever changes I have in there. This is my new Excel. It's called Employee YT. Now, I'm going to come right here where we have the developer. Click on developer, Visual Basic. Now click on insert and select user form. So once you select user form, you can then come into the width and increase the size of that to, I'm going to make that about 1500. There we go. And the height, I'm going to make the height about, let's come in here, make the height about 1000. Alright, I'm going to run that. That is how it's looking. Let's see, I think that might have to reduce some of the, yeah, I'm going to reduce some of the width. 1490, that would do. Let's see, yeah, just about. Okay, now what I want to do now is to now design the interface how I want it. Okay, right here, let's make sure your tools are ready. That's my tools. I'm going to grab hold of the frame there and just get rid of the go straight to the caption, get rid of that, and I'm just going to drag it that much all the way, and that's where my button is going to be, all the way there. Yeah, that will do. Alright, I'm now going to copy this frame, so just hold on to the control, click and drag, and I'm going to reduce the size of these to about 700 plus. So let's make that about 732 as the width, and the height I'm going to make that about 300. There we go. Now I'm going to copy this, hold on to the control and just drag. Okay, I'm going to change this one to about 360, and I'm going to make the height 204. Okay, so hold on to the control, click and drag to copy it. There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to need one underneath here. Okay, that'll do. Now just hold on to the control, click and drag one of them. Let's drag it that much. So the width of this I'm going to settle for about 1428, and the height I'm going to make that about 150. There we go. Alright, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, let's design this other side. Now this other side here. So let's copy this. Hold on to the control, click and drag. Okay, I'm going to make this about, let's say about 300 plus 366. Okay, that's fine. It's 366 anyway. What about the heights? 150? No, make that 150. Right, just drag this down. Now hold on to the control, click and drag. Copy that. And this one, we need to change the height of that to about 102. Drag it down. Okay, I'm now going to copy that very one that I've just added. So hold on to the control, click and drag. I'm going to click and drag another one here, but I'll reduce this. So let's increase the size of this very one to, let's say 204. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, move this up a little bit. Okay. Now, all of these need to move up a little bit more. Just one step up. Alright, this very last one, I think I may have to just leave that one the way it is. So that's approximately, yeah, we need to move this up as well. Maybe 54. The height is 54. Just move it up a little bit. Okay, that is looking good now. For now, right now, you see here, that's where I'm going to display. I will add my display. Click, drag, bring this all the way here, and bring it right down. Yeah, that's fine. Brilliant. Okay, now let's start adding some widget into it. I mean some components. So let's come in here, and just for your information, guys, I believe some of you still remember I actually put one of these together in Python. So but that of Python is actually using Excel at the back end as the back end. So there I have a list box. Okay, I'm also going to add another list box here. Yeah, that's a list box. And bring that right here. Yeah, no. That's another list box. Bring it right down. Okay, I'm going to add a button, and this button, I'm going to make the size of this button. Oh, that's all. That's a text box, not a button. That's good. I might as well leave that there. That's a text box. So let's change the name of that text box to txt, lowercase, txt search. That's fine. Text box is there. Now we need a button. I think that's a command button. Let's dump one of them here. So that command button, I'm going to change the font size. So we'll make the font size about maybe 28. Let's come down here. Let's see, font. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Make that 28. Maybe 28 bold. Yeah. And this I'm just going to make it 140. And the name is going to be CMD search. There. Change text content to search. Just copy that, paste it, and the caption is not text. Change the caption to that. Alright, that's fine. And this, let's see how wide that is. So let's make that 140 as well. Let's bring it somewhere here. Okay, I'm going to copy this, hold on to the control, click and drag. So let's assume this is going to be my exit. So that's CMD exit, and the caption will be exit. Okay, so let's go for reset, and then we go for delete. So just hold on to the, click on that button, hold on to the control, click and drag. Alright, so click and drag again. So all these ones, let's change this to CMD reset, and the caption CMD reset, this caption. Now beside it, that'll be delete, CMD delete, and the caption will be delete. Then we have update. Caption will be update. There, and we need, I think I need about 3 more. So let's scroll. Yeah, select 3, hold on to the control, click and drag. So this is going to be display. And we change the name of this to the caption to display. And this is going to be print. So you can always print out hard copies there and change that to print. And finally, I'm going to call that add new. CMD add new. And the caption will be known as add new. There we go. Alright, so that is that done. Now I just need to tidy up here just a little bit and extend that a little bit more. Okay, that's fine. Need to add some more components, so copy this and dump it here. That is going to be for, let's call that, okay, let's just finish designing the interface first. So let's grab hold of a list. Yeah, dump that in there. That's going to be 28 as well. Change that to 28 bold. And the text content out of that will be payday. Right. So this one, before I speed it up, this one is going to be txt payday. Okay, then I'll then speed it up for you guys to see. Payday. There we go. Okay guys, so that's what's going to happen to the rest. So I'm going to now click there, click and drag, click, drag, drop. I need 4 there, click, drag, click and drag. Then I need 2 here, yeah, and I need 3 here. Okay, let's just settle for this. I'm rushing. Click, drag, drop. One more. Click, drag, drop. Alright, we're getting somewhere gradually. So we need the others. So I need about 4 here. Yeah, I need 4, so I'm going to select these all. Just need to be careful. Okay, hold on to the control, click and drag, drop. I need another 4 to the side. Click, drag. And I think I need 6 up there. Click, drag, drop. 2 more. Click, drag, drop. And let's increase the size of all the text box. Increase the width. There. Okay, I think I'm done with the design of my interface. Let me show it to you guys. Then I'll just show you how to change the names. Then I'll take it from there. Check that out. That's how it's looking now. So I'm now going to just select this one here. I will change the details of that to maybe reference. Okay, come straight to the caption, and this is going to be reference. I believe by now you guys should know how to change the details and so on. So that is reference, and this one is going to be txt reference. There. Just one more, then I will then speed it up. This will be txt first name. And the display will be known as first name. Select and change this to caption to first name. There. I suppose you guys get the whole idea. So just one more again. That's gonna be surname. So you missing there. Yeah. And here will be txt surname. There. So let's speed that up now, guys. Okay guys, I've finished renaming each of the components, And if you look at the name that describe each of those text box, that is the name given to every single text box. However, this list box here is called LBL receipt, and this one is LBL display. So those are just the two different ones. Now, let's take care of the easy ones. So I'm going to double click on exit. And with the exits, I will declare the following. Let's say dim I exit as VB message box. There we go. VB message box results. And in here, I'm now going to say I exit is going to be equals as follows. So come right down here, paste that. I exit equals MSG box message box, and this message box is going to be, let's say, something like confirm if you want to exit. That's good. So I'm now going to enter my, let's put a comma, let's say VB question. So that will give us a question mark icon plus VB yes or no. And finally, I'm just going to enter the name of my product. So let's just call that employee system. There we go. That is that done. When I come down here and use an if statement, or you can call that conditional statement, this choice is yours. If yes is selected, then we want as follows: unload me, and you enter end if. So that is my exit. If I run that now, I can click on exit. No, I don't want to exit. Yes, I do want to exit. Double click on that and go back in there. Those are the lines of code for exit. Now let's take care of reset. You see, with the reset, I want to be able to clear the whole component apart from the display, and this is the display. I just want to be able to clear every other thing here apart from the display. So I'm going to, instead of doing it individually, so what I mean by individually, something like this. Let's go back to, oh, no, let's click on that, double click on reset. So this is what I mean by individual, clearing each of them individually. I have 24 components plus the receipt. That'll be 25. That will take forever. So what I'm going to do is the receipt, in this case, that's LBL receipt. I'm just going to clear that. Dot clear. Now the others I'm now going to use. Let's declare a variable here. I'm going to say dim txt. So any component that is has the abbreviation txt, so I want the following, using for loop for each component with txt in the controls. So if type of the control of txt, if type of txt is ms form, so if it's on my forms dot text box, okay, if type of this txt on the form is a text box, then I just want txt cleared. The text dot text equals clear, and if and next txt. There, that is it. Okay, so if I run it, have a good look at the lines of code. The only one that is different is this. Every other one has the abbreviation txt with them. So to run, so whatever I enter in here, I should be able to clear it all in one go. So hit that. There we go. Okay, you see how easy that lines of code is. Very good. So the other easy one that we can take care of would be maybe we should take care of the print. Double click on the print. Okay, with the print, all we just need to do is in there we say application. I want you to copy the data and convert it to a PDF. So application dot dialog. So and that is going to be x1 dialog dialog print. It's not activity. Let's come down here. It should be print, something to do with print there. Yeah, let's go for print setup. You can also try print preview. Okay, so close that dot show. Now let's say this workbook dot sheets, grab all of that, and the sheet we're talking of is going to be sheet number 1. Okay, that's where my data dot print out. That's one copy. So that takes care of print. There. Oh, let's see. What did I do wrong? Let's have a look properly. One print out, one copy. There should be equals here. There we go. That's it. Okay. So if I run it now, we can clear, exit, print. Where's print? Okay. Click on print. And now let's take care of delete. Okay, so I'm going to exit out. But if we take care of delete, we won't see anything to delete. Okay, but it's just very simple lines of codes anyway. We can always try it out once. Okay, let's declare a variable here. I'm going to call it I as integer. Now, let's say for I, that's going to be from 0 to the range. Okay, and that range is I'm just going to make this up. That's from A to about 65,000 plus. If you can always research how many rows you have on the workbook and you enter that in there. This is an old figure that I'm using. So 65,356. So dot end of, okay, that's x1 up, this very one. Okay, close that dot row, and that will be -1. Okay, then I'm going to say if lsd display dot selected. So whatever I'm deleting is from my display. Okay, and if that is I, then I want you to get rid of that. And row as I plus 1 dot select. And we just need to say selection dot delete. So selection dot delete, and end if, and get it nested as well. There we go. I think that is it. So I am now going to, I'll try all of these out, but before I do anything, let me take you guys straight to my workbook. Oh, let's save this first. File. Okay, make sure you click on file, save the project as. Okay, do you want me? I'm going to say I want to continue. Or okay, if you read here, it says to save file with those features, click on no and then choose a macro enable. So I'm going to click on no. So I'm going to call it employee data YT. Okay, so that's good. Now come right here, you see where it says save as type. I'm going to change that to Excel macro enable. Okay, make sure you change yours to Excel macro enable. There, now it is saved. Okay, now I want to do one thing. You see, with the Excel itself, if you look at how many rows I have in here, I have from A to X, and in total that will be about 24. If you count your ABC, that'll be 24. So what I want to then do is I want to go into form initialize. So let's go back to my interface there. Okay, that's it. Now let's come right down here and look for, double click on the form. That is my form there, form click, but I need form initialize. While your cursor is right in here, come right here, see where we have the click event, drop that down and let's select initialize. Where is it? I need the one that way. There we go. Alright, once the initialize is selected, what I want to then address is, let's come in here, you see here, select your LST display, this list box. I want to address the column counts. That's the column count that I want to address, and I also want to address the role source. If you come down, that's the role source. Remember that, column count, role source. So double click on that. So in here where we have the form initialize. So in there I'm going to say LSC display dot column count. Like I told you guys earlier, I have 24. Okay, now the LST role source dot role source, and that is going to be from, I wanted to take it from A to where whatever amount I have in there. So I'm going to say my role source is going to be A, from A1, okay, column X. So let's say 65,356 there. So A1 to X 55,000 plus. So this is what I'm talking about here. This is the A1. Let's go back. That's B. That's the A1. Look at that. And X. Then you go right down up to 65,000 plus. That's what I've just addressed. So if I run it now, I should be able to see every single one of these data here on my list box. So let's run it and see. Run. There we go. Look at that. As simple as that. Okay. You grab the heading, grab everything. There. That is brilliant. I'll make the workbook available for you guys. Then you can just put something like that together. Right, that is that done. Now we now need to take care of something to do with add, display. Yeah, these three buttons, 1, 2, and 3, and those ones are and those are the big ones. So let's exit out. First of all, let's start with add. Double click on add. I'm going to declare the following variable: dim CW. So that will be city waiting. Then BS, basic pay. Then OT, that's overtime. OPD, other payments due. Then I'm going to say maximum tax. Then let's put a T there. Maximum tax. Then M_pension. Okay, M_STD, student loan. Yeah. Then M_NI, your insurance payment, comma. Then I'm going to say as double. There. So I'm going to need to declare more because I do need enough space in there. So come right down here. I have an error because there's a comma here. Get rid of the comma. Press enter. Okay, let's deem another one. Declare. So deem the tax, comma, DE pension, comma, D student loan, STU loan, comma, D NI pay, comma. Then we have deduction as double. Very good. That is that all done. Now let's do this. You see these four here, that's a little bit easy, so I'm going to grab hold of all of those. I'll just copy them, come right down here, paste, and let's delete all of this. Okay, maybe just indent, and this one is going to be for the city within, so I'm going to say by value txt city within, that's the name of that text box in there, dot text. So whatever we have in there is stored in here. Then the next one is for basic pay and so on. Basic pay, overtime, and whatever due. This one is basic pay, so change that to basic. No, basic salary. Yeah, something like that. Now this one is overtime. Right, and this one, that is going to be payments, other payments, something like that. There we go. You see these 4 components that I just called in here. Let me show them to you. There they are. One, that's city within, basic salary, overtime, and payment. You can always add 0 to them if you want. I think it would be advisable you add 0 to them. Now that that is done, now let's work out the tax that we get from all of these. So the maximum tax in this case, you can just make that up. So I'm going to come down here. This maximum tax, that is going to be equals every one of these, add them together. Grab all of them. Let's grab all of these ones. No, just this. And that is going to be, we add them together. So plus and plus here, plus, close that, and let's multiply it by maybe something like 0.3. So that's everything multiplied together. So if you can put them in a bracket. So let's put that in a bracket there. Now we need to then work out whatever we have in here. We need to add that to our tax, txt tax dot text. That is going to be equals. I need to get it formatted though. Format m tax, comma, let's enter pound sign, and enter an hash, comma, hash 0.00, and close that. Get rid of that pound sign. Yeah. Okay, that is that done. So that will work out the tax. So if I run it now, we should be able to work out the tax. So let's say that's your wages. There. This is your tax. So if I click on this, boom. You see that? That's the tax you're paying for this. But there's one thing. Let's assume I don't have anything in there. What will happen? Okay. Because it's working by value. Alright, that's true. Okay, I don't need to add anything then. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. It's working by value. That's brilliant. So I don't need to add 0 to it. So if I add anything in here and here, there. Okay, that's good. So by value is good. So you don't need to add a 0. Now that that is done, let's work out the pension. So I'm going to copy this for the pension. Copy. Come right down here. Paste. And the pension, that is m underscore pension. Paste that here. There. M underscore pension. We want to multiply that by maybe 0.2. Yeah, that'll do. Then here we just need to change this one to pension. So whatever pension you're going to be paying for your wages, there. So this one should be known as m underscore pension. So let's run that and see. Run. So this month you're getting your wage, your waiting allowance, your wages is about that. And over time, that's if you have any. Let's say you don't have anything. Click on add. This is what you're paying for your tax. That seems to be a lot though, but you understand what I mean. And this one is what you're paying. So that if we add this and this together, take off if you have student loan, everything, that will give us the deduction. So let's exit out. So go back in here. We now want to work out of student loan. So I'm going to copy this again and just dump it in there for student loan. Paste. And that will be for student loan. So where is student loan? Grab all of that. Paste that in here. There. And this one is, I think it's called student loan, something like that. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's right. So for your student loan, let's assume you're paying 022. Yeah, something like that. I think this might be too much. Let's add 0 to that. Okay. Alright, student loan is taken care of. Let's grab all of these and dump it in here. There. Now that is done. What about your NI? So I'm going to grab all of these NI payments. There. Grab all of that. Paste. And the NI payments. That is it. Paste it in here. And paste it here as well. And here. Get rid of this. NI payment. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I'll check it out anyway. So let's assume this is your NI payment. There. Right. if that is the NI payment, let's run it and see. Run. Okay, add. Alright, NI payment, everything is there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We now need to add all of these together to give us this. So we can just add them together and get this. Well, let's come right in here, exit out, back into our code. Where is it? Okay, then. We want the tax, pension, student loan, everything. NI payment when we add all of those together to give us the deduction. Okay, supposing we just add all of these together, that will give us the deduction. So let's come in here. I might not need all of this. Let's grab all of deduction. So that will reduce it. Okay, equals all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the deduction from your wages, total deduction. So let's add them. Plus. Then. Okay. Now close all of these up. There. Okay. And we can even get it all formatted. Let's see, it should work. Yeah, it should work. Or we can just say deduction. That's a txt deduction. Deduction.text will be equals. Let's get all of this. Paste it here. Then grab all of deduction and paste that in here. There we go. Now let's try that out. Run. There we go. Now, there we go. That's the total deduction. So when we add this together, it should give us this. That is brilliant. Okay, so we now want to work out net pay and gross pay. Net pay and gross pay. So we want to add everything together here. So let's go back in here. Exit. Yes. Back into my code. Where is it? Here. So right underneath here, net pay. That's a txt net pay dot text. That will be equals. Let's get it formatted. No, not that. Take that off. Copy this. Dump it here. Okay, for the net pay, we're adding everything together. So what are we adding together? We're adding all of these together. I'm going to grab all of them, paste them in here, and I'm going to deduct whatever from that. Close this. And I'm going to need one more bracket in here. 1, 2, 3 here. I need one more here. That should give me the net pay. That should give me the net pay. And in the case of gross pay, I'm going to grab all of these. Change this to gross pay. Gross with the gross pay. And in the case of gross pay deduction, we have to go here, get rid of this. So this will be very good for those of you guys who are into accounting and so on. Right, and this is a very good project for anyone, for your business and so on. Now, there we go. Look at the net pay and the gross pay. So if you deduct this here, deduct it from here, that's what you end up with. That's brilliant. So let's work out the taxable, the total amount you can be taxed on, and the total amount for pensionable. That I don't know how that is calculated, but I'm just going to make up my own story. You can do your own thing. I'm just being honest. I don't understand how that is worked out. I just see this somewhere and I'm making it up, so you guys can make up yours. So come back in here. How is taxable work together? TXT taxable, that is the total, I believe is the total amount you have to earn before it is taxed. That is what that means. Dot text, that will be equals, let's say format, and I'm going to enter, that is my tax. Grab hold of that. I might be wrong though. Just multiply that by 2 or whatever, and you can just make up your own thing, guys. I don't have a clue how the tax is worked out. And put this one here and color this here. So you can research that. Yeah, let's see. Then pensionable, I'm going to make up the same story for pensionable. Paste that here. Let's grab hold of pensionable here. Come down here, paste, and change the name here to pensionable. Pension. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to try it out and see. Then we can ask it to generate some reference for us. Okay. There. Let's see, debug. What did I do wrong? Let's see. Okay, I'll do this. Stop that. Go back in here. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of this as well. Okay, let me try it out. First of all, let's check the name. Pensionable. Copy that name. Let's see, what did I do wrong in there? Yeah, pensionable pay. Okay, it's pensionable pay. Cut that off. There we go. So I really don't need to get rid of the brackets here. Let's see. I'll just put those brackets and see. If there's any error, we delete them. There. All right, let's try it one more time. Run. Enter value in there. Run. There we go. Look at that. Okay. This pensionable, the amount you have to earn before you get taxed, looks too small though. Honestly, it looks too small. All right. I think it should be more. Okay, so we can just maybe increase that. can put maybe like 5 or 6, whatever. Yeah, put 7 in there. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that'll be a little bit alright. If I am right with the way it's done. If you have any accountant, you can find out from them. Okay, so that's how much you have to earn before you get taxed, then your pension. That's good. Much better. Okay, one other thing I want to do is, you see, I want the system, once I click on this, I want it to generate the reference. Then the tax code. Yeah, tax code. We want tax period and NI code. What about the date? I also want that as well. So let's go back in here. So I'm going to use random function to do that. Let's start by saying txt reference dot text, that's equals, let's say evaluate, and let it get run between WE, yeah, run between, yeah, that's correct. And let's make that about 1,330 up to 25,000 plus. There, close that. Okay. 1 2 1 2, okay. That's the reference. Okay, what about NI? I'm gonna copy this, just change it around for NI. Come back down. For the NI, I'm gonna enter NI here, and no, that NI should be in a quote. NI quote, and evaluate the following, and change that to, and here maybe about, yeah, whatever, something like that. So NI is done. Copy that. No, this should be changed to NI. NI number. There we go. Then we have tax period. Tax period. That would be just for the date. I'm going to get rid of this. Yeah, date. Format. Date, comma. And that's going to be medium. Date. Okay. Now, tax code. Tax code. Change this one to something like that. Or maybe this should be in lowercase. The tax code. Let's change this around. And here. Let's say about 28 plus. Okay, and NI code. NI code. And this one should become NI. The NI code we could just get it evaluated. So get rid of this and enter format. Format that, and evaluate, comma. Okay, I just want that to give me some kind of, to make up some kind of formula there. So that'll be the NI code, just to make it look different. And let's do one more thing. Let's run it first and see before I do any other thing. Okay, there we go. Very good. You see that is there. Every other thing is there apart from the months. This month I just want it to display the month. We have the month, so I just want that to be written as maybe August, something like that. So double click on that. So underneath here, I'm going to declare as follows. Let's say dim selected date or pay date, something like that. Yeah, pay. Let's say pay months or pay day, pay month as date. Then payment, that will be equals date, and txt pay date dot text, that is equals, get it formatted, and that will be payment, comma, just the month there. So that should give us just the month alone. Yeah, it should. Let's run it and see. Run, enter whatever in there. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Now I'm going to clear, and what I want to then do is, you see, when I click on this, I want to be able to display some data in here, but the data that I'm displaying should be from here. Also, you see, when I click on add, I want all of the information that I have on here to be added straight onto my workbook. So I'm going to exit out, and let's go back to add. Right there, double click on add. It might be too long lines of codes, but let's see. And one other thing, you see here, instead of making this a little bit difficult, you know, you can just call the dates. Let's just enter date in there. If we get rid of this, okay, to make life easy, if I run it now, check this out. There, okay, it's the same thing. So exit out. I'm back in here. So date is taken care of. Let's come back in here. Right underneath here, I'm going to declare some variables. So instead of me adding the variables in here, I'm just going to create something like a function. So let's come in here and just create a small function in here. Underneath here, I'm going to call it, so let's say add data. Yep, add data, and say and sub. Okay, then add data, we're going to call that, but first of all, let's declare as follows. So I'm going to say dim. Okay, you can add it straight in here. So right in here, I'm going to start by declaring the following. Let's say dim weeks as my workbook, as a new worksheet. Actually, let's use worksheet. There we go. Then I'm going to say dim add new, that's going to be as range. Then let's set the worksheet. That is going to be my sheet number 1. Okay, now set that same work. Set add new. That is going to be worksheet dot range, and my range is 65,356. Okay, yes, can be more than that, I don't know. Dot to the end of my file. Then let's say, let's get it offset. Go to the next line. That's what that means. That's by 1. There we go. Now, you see this odd? That will be adding data for me. I'm going to come in here now. Paste. Let's say add dot offset. Let's start from 0, comma to 0. Dot value. And that is going to be equals txt reference. That's txt reference dot text. That's the first one. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the same thing for the others. I have 24, so I'm going to just copy these and just paste. 6, copy again. Now then change the name of my component around 12, 18, 24. And here, that's going to be first name. And this is 1. The next one is 2, and that's surname. Then 3, that is address. Then we have gender. That's 4. And we have 5. 5 is mobile. And we have 6. That is going to be my city within. And 7 has a basic pay. On basic salary, I mean. Okay, let me show you guys one thing. Come right here. If you look at the arrangement from the reference up to here, this is it right here. Reference or name, address, just like that. So I'm right here now. So I'm going to go to overtime and other payment now. Let's go back in here. The next one is going to be overtime. And that's 7. No, this is 7. 8. That's 8. 9. 9 is other payment. 10. That will be tax. 11. Pension. Then we have student loan. That's 12. 13. NI payment. And we have payday. That's 14. Then we have tax period 15. Tax code 16. Then we have NI payment 17. NI payment. No, NI number. And after that we have NI code 18. 19 as taxable. Taxable pay is called. Then we have 20. 20 is pensionable. Pensionable pay. Then we have net pay. Net pay. After that, gross pay. Then deduction. Deductions. So this is 21, 22, 23. There we go. Okay. You would notice towards the end the arrangement kind of like changes. Okay, I base the arrangement now on the workbook. Look, the last column is the deduction, gross pay, and so on. So like I said, I will make this spreadsheet available for you guys so that you can modify it for your own use, or you can use the spreadsheet to actually follow the video along. All right, that is that done. Now let's see, I'm going to now call this function add data. I'm going to come in here, look at my button add new. I'm going to paste the function right underneath here. Let's get rid of that. Let's call that. Okay, call add data. I wanted to call it C data. I mean, what I've just got rid of this very one, but I changed it to add new. So this one, add data. Okay, there. So save that. Let's run it. But before I run it, I'm going to show you guys the workbook. That's the workbook. The last record in there is Sally South End. So decision time, let's see if it's going to work. Run. So we enter some data in here. Let's say, yeah, let's leave that there. Okay, and no overtime. We can just put 0 there, and maybe that in here. And in here, reference should automatically generate. Then the name, let's call that AN. Okay. All right, an address of AN. Let's say highway. Then it's mail. over number. There. So all I then need to do is add. There we go. Okay, then we should be able to see Ian's details on the system. There we go. Look at Ian Smith details there. Right, you see that? Okay, so that is working fine. One other thing I'm going to do is when I click on display, just in case if it's not added, I want it added. But wait a minute, suppose this one we add it, so display, we duplicate it. No, I don't want that. Alright, so let's clear exits. Now let's come into display and take care of display. Double click on display. Okay, with the display, I'm going to copy all of these to make life easy for me. Grab all of everything in here. Yeah. But the thing is, do I want every single information on the display? Okay, I will delete as I go along. Delete that. Now, delete this. The display name is called LST receipt. LST receipt dot add item. Alright, what item do I want to add? That's the item I want to add. So I'm just going to enter VB tab and VB tab, another tab, and what I want you to display. So that will do. Okay, that's fine. But here, let's say and I just display a line in there. No, line. Alright, that'll do. Okay, that's that should be up here. There. Now I need a title for it. Okay, I'm going to add a title up here. The title is going to be, we can just get rid of this. It's called that monthly pay slip. There, that's my title. Alright, we do need a name. We don't need name. Okay, I need a space. Oh, let's see, what did I do wrong here? Oh, close this. There we go. Okay, let's add one space in here. Yeah, underneath the title, I'm going to add a space, and this is the space in there. So get rid of all of this. There we go. That will give me a space in between. Then the reference. And after the reference is going to be, let's grab hold of the pay. This one. Cut that. After the reference, I want the pay details. Paste that here. And I'm going to copy all of this. I'm going to copy this one and paste it here. There. Yeah, that's the pay details done. I might as well just paste all of this in here. That would kind of like reduce my workload. There are some that I'm going to delete though. I'm not going to be using the whole 24 records. Okay, that will do for now. Okay, we have payday. After the payday, now I get rid of this. It's not going to be lying in there. Even this, get rid of all of this. Yeah, Get rid of them. After the pay, I need another line there. Okay, that's making sense now. Then first name. First name tab. You see, for the pay, I'm going to add one more tab. For the pay and reference, just make it 3. Yeah. Okay, for the name, yeah, and surname, yeah. First name and surname. Then after that, I want the tax. We want tax, and we want this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want the system to identify what's going on, so I'm going to copy this. Yeah, copy that and paste that in here. Yeah, that is for reference. And reference, I should have taken care of one first properly and just copy it. That's reference. Then payday. No, get rid of this. Yeah, that's where the error is. And this should be out here. Yeah. Okay, that's sorted. Payday. That's payday. I'm going to add 2 more for payday. 2 more space. Okay, that's payday taken care of. First name. First name. Paste. It can be kind of like boring, but the end result, you will definitely smile, guys. Okay, let's see what is missing. Oh, this one. Added in the wrong place. Bit of space in there. Oh no, I'll just leave it like that. Right, surname. Yeah, surname is fine. Then tax. Let's add 2 more. There. And here is tax. There we go. Tax is in place. Okay, we have tax. Now let's enter the student's pension and student details. Pension. Would that be just pension? That's tax. Pension. And pension here. Yep, there we go. With the pension, I think it's just, let's see, let's add 2. Then student loan underneath the pension. I think 2 we do for student loan. Paste. Column. Column is missing here too. So let's add NI number. NI number. I think we're gonna need all of these, so I can copy NI number, NI payment and deduction. NI number. Let's copy this. Okay, let's make room for that first. NI number, copy, paste, and grab all of this. Paste it here. That's NI number, so it changes to NI number. Then we have NI payment, NI number, Yeah. Now copy this, dump it for NI payment. NI pay. Is it payment or payment? Copy NI payment. Then we have deduction. Paste this there and change it to deduction. Yeah. And here, deduction. Then after that we have city within. No, after deduction, let's add a space or something like underline. And finally, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Wow. We have city within basic wage. City within basic wage. Okay. Grab hold of this. Paste it here. And there. Okay. We add 2 more or 1 more. Now the space, 1 here, 1 here as well. Okay. Grab hold of order payment, overtime, basic wages, basic salary. Alright, now let's see. I just want to have 1 more left, the gross pay. Paste that right underneath here. There. Alright. Oh, net pay. Instead of, I can add net pay. Why not? Add the net pay as well. Yeah, put that underneath here. Net pay. And change this to net pay. And I'm going to get rid of all of this. So that is display. Let's see. Save, run. And in here, enter the following data. And reference will be generated by the system. And the name is Ola Thompson. Or maybe Tommy, whatever. Address. Kingsland Way, female. Mobile number. All they need to do is click on the add. Okay, I just want you guys to see. So I'm going to click on add. There we go. We've added the details of Ola Thompson. Now let's check out the display. There we go. Look at that. Brilliant. So only the pay need to just 1 more tab, and I will delete 1 tab here. Order pay and net pay. Order payment and net pay. Hold on a minute. Update is the only one left. Okay, that's not bad. So exit out. Well, let's net pay. The net pay gave me something. Update and search is left. 2 more. Okay, let's correct that. I'm going to do that again. This one, be sure. Display. Order pay, net pay. net pay +1, order pay -1, order pay -1, net pay +1 tab. There we go. Run. So I'm going to enter whatever in there. Run. Display. There, look at that. All aligned. And now guys, all I just need to do is update and search. And that'll be all. So let's double click on update. Okay, here with the update, the very first thing I'd like you guys to do is let's declare some variables. So I'm just going to call that R1, R2, 3, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, R9, R10. Yeah, let's go for 10, 11, and so on. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That's 21, 22, 23, and 24. There. And I'm going to declare all of these as string character. There. So those are the variables that I intend to use. There's a comma missing here. There we go. Those are the variables I intend to use. Okay. I think we should be able to go for 2 lines. Maybe by entering something like this. Yeah, just enter underscore in there. That will do. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to call each of the components accordingly. So I remember doing that here somewhere, right here. Okay, I'm going to copy this. That makes life easy for me. Copy. Now let's come into update. Right underneath here, paste. And now this will be R1. Whatever we have in here is stored inside R1. Okay, now R2. Right, R2. Okay guys, you get that. So we can do this for R3. That's 3. So let's just copy this. That's 3. Okay, and so on. That will be 4. I will done by it later on. There, just paste. Fully, that should make life a bit easy for you guys. And for me too. This is a very good tutorial for those of you who are accountants, and for those of you who are planning to develop something similar or even better. At least this should give you a guide. While at it, can you please subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel, guys. That will be very helpful. There we go. There. Now we have 4, R4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There we go. Every single component on my text box are now attached to each of these variables. That's good. Now, what we then want to do is we need to declare a variable up there. You can call it whatever you want. I'm going to call that variable. I'm going to call it update roles. So let's go right up there and we just say option explicit, something like that. Okay, you can make the option explicit. Go right up here. I should have done that earlier. So let's say option explicit. And right there, dim update rows as integer. There. Okay, you see these update rows? I'm now going to use that. So grab all of the update rows. I'm now going to go into update. Right underneath here, all that we need to do is cells. That will be equals. No, that will be update, comma, row 1 dot value, and that value is going to be equals R1. Okay guys, that's all there is to it. So we now need to repeat the same thing for the others. So I can copy this now, paste that here. Let's copy this properly again. That will be 2 and this is 2. So that is 3. There's 3 there. Let's see, 4. That's 4, 4, 5, 6. Well, let's see. Just going to copy. Okay. We have here 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 here. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. There. Okay. So here we have 13. Oh, I'm going to delete all of these because I have 13. So we can just paste this as penny there. That's 13. That's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. So this will be 13. So add 3 there. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There we go. So whatever changes that is carried out is now going to be officially updated by the button that is called update. Okay, so let's run it and carry out one or two changes. Now, I don't have anything there. Okay, unfortunately, we're just going to have to do this. Let's say the name is Jerry. No, let's say, yeah, Jerry, Geraldine. All right, address 13 God's Place. Mail. Mail. And here, okay. And let's enter some data in here. All right. So I'm going to click on add. There, we've added that. You can display it if you want. Okay, now we want to carry out some changes. So drag this. We have details of Jerry here underneath here. You see it? Okay, let's see if we change the name or change the telephone number. I'm going to make that 12345. Yeah, and click on update. Oh, it's an error. Let's see what is the error. Okay, I'm going to do one thing because what I noticed is it's telling me that the role is 0. So I think I was meant to assign a value in there. So let's go to the form in here. Right underneath here, I'm going to at form initialize. Let's say update roles equals, let's say 24. Yeah. So there's a value to it now. So let's do that again. The name, we can call that Peter. And here address, I'm gonna say Captain's Way. And Peter is a male. His phone number. There. Okay, so wages. Okay, and overtime. Now, we have a reference for Captain Peter, and if we come in here now, that is Peter's details in there. Okay, and I want to change the name to Captain Peter because it's a pilot. So let's change that now. Let's say update. There we go. Look at it. It's here. It's updated it here. Yeah, why did it go up there? Look at it, guys. That's Captain Peter here. Where the mouse is. It's updated in there. You can see the phone number, everything. Okay, so that is fine. And if we come in here, let's see. Look at Captain Peter here. And let's see if we see any other thing. Look at Peter here. So we can delete this one. Now let's hit and delete. There we go, that one is done. Okay, good. Delete is working, update is working. All that is left for me now is the search. There. Exit out. Double click on the search button. Double click. Okay, with the search, I'm going to first of all declare the following. I'll call that I search. I search, then that's going to be as long, comma, and let's add another one. I as long as well. There. Our two variables are there. Now, let's say I search. That is going to be equals worksheet. And that's going to be sheet number one. Yeah, close that. Dot the range. And it starts from A1 dot up to current range, up to current region, dot row, yeah, dot rows, dot count. There we go. And I'm going to now use a for loop to go through the I search. So I'll say for I, that's equals I 1 to I search. Now, using an if statement, if when it is trimmed as number 1 dot cells and that would be I comma 1, close that. If there's nothing in there, then we want you to trim whatever we have inside txt search. That's where we enter our search, what we're searching for. Okay, there now, and I is equals to I search. Then get the message box out. Let's say it's invalid data. So if it's not equals to that, display that message and clear the text box. Where is it? Clear this. Then we also want it to kind of like set focus in there. If you still want to search, dot set focus, and if. There we go. However, if it's right, this is what I want you to do. Trim up everything. Okay, I'm going to grab all of these up to here. No, up to here. If it's right, do this. Trim sheet 1 dot frame, and in here is going to be 1. Then trim equals, it's going to be equals trim that. Close that. Or the next one, I'm gonna grab all of these. That is going to be for, that's going to be for number 2. And that is 2. Change this to 2. 2. Okay. Let's put a bracket here. See. Okay, let's put a bracket here. Yeah, close that. And here I'm going to close that as well. Yeah, that's how we end up with an error. I'm just going to copy this. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, copy all of that. Now I'll paste it right underneath here. Okay, let's say then here. Now let's change the numbers around. So that should be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, let's make one. 23 and 24. There we go. Nice one. And the last one, we get rid of the O. There's no O in the last one. Alright, that is that done. Now what is then left is we need to assign all of these to each cells. Okay, to each components, I mean. So I'm going to grab a hold of all of these components here, paste them in here. Okay, the very first one is going to be cell 1. Okay, sheet 1 dot cell 1. That's the very first one. Sheet 1. Grab all of this. Yeah. Then come in here, delete this, and enter equals there. Paste. That's number 1. Repeat the same thing for the next one. Paste. That's 2. Get rid of this so that I can type the numbers. So that will be 2 here. And this is 3. 3 here. We have 4. We have 5. We have 6. 7. 8. There's 8. That's 8. Then we have 9. Then we have 10. complete. Enter 10 here. We are almost done, so I'm very pleased with that. So I'm going to copy this then. Then we have 11. Paste. That's 11. We have 12. 13. Paste. 14. 15. 16. Looks a bit boring, but just for my beginners, so that's why I'm showing the whole steps. And 17 here. 18. 19. We are almost there. 20. 20. Okay. Then we have 21. 22. 23. 24. There, guys. 24. All done. So what we then need to do now is we now need to end the for loop here. So come right down here and just say exit for and end if statement. Then we need to next I there. Okay, guys, have a good look at this, the search lines of codes. So why did I do my search like this? So that you can search with any criteria at all. So this is the search button. Declare the following and specify where the search is going to be taking place. Use a for loop to go around the whole data and search using any of the criteria you have on board. That is why I have this. Else I can always use just one single one or two, maybe something like this, and that will do it. Okay, do that. Now, so I've assigned each of the cell that we're checking here. Okay, guys, that's it. That's the lines of code. One more time, have a look at it, bring it down. All right, let's come in here. That's for search. Let's check out exit. That's exit. This is print. This is reset. And this is your search underneath. And here we have update. There we go. Then we have here form initialize. Just these 3 lines of code. Okay, this add the data on the worksheet or workbook onto the label, onto the list box, the display list box. Now let me show you guys add. There we go. That's add lines of codes. Bring it down there. And this is the function that add all of this data onto the workbook. This function add all the data straight onto the worksheet, and this function was then called here. At the initial stage I wanted to call it C display, but I then changed it. So if you see something like C display, don't get confused. I did not use it. This is the name, and that's the name I'm calling here. Alright, that is it all done. So this is your delete, and this is for display. Now let's run, enter name here, and the name is going to be, let's say it's Victor, all done. And address number 90, Keywalk Lane, and it's mail. Telephone number, there we go. Wages, and here overtime there. So let's click on add. Let's see Victor's details. There we go, it's added straight on there on this worksheet. And come right here, display there. So with that guys, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. Please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. You all have a nice day now, and bye for now.